This road is not your typical dirt road. This road has some pretty amazing history to it. I was shocked to learn that this road used to be an actual railroad. I couldn't believe it, considering all the switchbacks on this road and the 3,000 feet of elevation gain. When they were building the railroad, there were a lot of skeptical people that didn't think it could be built due to the steepness of the mountain. The railroad was completed in 1904. It was known as the Murphy's Impossible Railroad. A guy named Frank Murphy began the construction of the railway in 1895, and the construction was completed in 1904 when it reached the town of Crown King. The tracks were eventually torn up in 1927, leaving what is now known as Forest Road 259. The railroad got its name from the fact that Crown King was so much higher in elevation than the town below where the railroad connected, and the terrain between the towns of the mountain was very steep. It's this fact that caused people to believe that the towns could not be linked by rail. In all, the railroad required 5 switchbacks, a tunnel, and extremely high trestles to make the ascent to Crown King. Now this road follows the old railroad bed. The old trestles were used by risky drivers. However, they were removed and the road was fixed to accommodate cars and trucks. This process included adding sharp turns to the road to connect the gap where trestles once stood. Look at how beautiful that is out there. So coming up this mountain, it is a 3,000 feet elevation gain, but it has all those switchbacks right there. So it makes it a little easier with those switchbacks. And it's pretty windy up here and I'm pretty high. So I was gonna put my drone up right here, but I don't want to take the chance of my drone being out there with this wind. But look at that. It's beautiful. And I still have a ways more to go. But I'm just climbing up this mountain I just drove all through there and everything. What an awesome place. And all that down there, that's all the part of the old railroad. Like this right here. Part of the old railroad. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to see if I can find some pictures of that. Wow. The town of Crown King is 26 miles off-road up through the Bradshaw Mountains. Crown King is rich with history and beauty. The town was first established in 1888 as the prospectors and the mining companies discovered its rich gold and silver ore. And after all that driving, then we come to the town of Crown King. Yes, just drove 26 miles up the mountains off-roading to get to this small little town. Population 70 people. So basically, when you get here, you see my Jeeps parked right there. And you just park and then walk around. And then bam, you've seen the whole entire town. So you don't have to drive from place to place. So over here, they have a little farmer's market. And they have all kinds of stuff in here. And I went here the other day and met the people that worked here. And they have these homemade dog treats that are made with peanut butter and some other stuff. And little one has fallen in love with the dog treats. So if you ever come up here, stop in all the places and go check them out, because each place has something different. Like even their merchandise that they sell is different in each place. And then over here is the general store. Got the general store right there. And I just found this out because I was wondering, I had read somewhere that they had gas up here. And then they do have that gas tank right there in the front, and it says do not block it. So come to find out, they do have the one gas tank up here, the gas pump, but gas is $10 a gallon. So I think I'm good on that. But there's the general store, and then down here you have the saloon, which is the popular place to hang out. All the off-roaders come and they go straight to the saloon. One of the locals over there comes pulling up on his little four-wheeler ATV. And he's like, look at this awesome sticker that I have on the back of my ATV. And it was my sticker. Because you guys know me, I've been handing out stickers left and right. Well, I know what some of you guys are probably wondering, because I was. What about the kids that live all the way up this mountain in this little town? Because there is kids. Well, that is their one and only school. And one of the locals told me there's 9 kids that go to this school. And as far as the other kids, well, they are homeschooled. So, and I'm assuming, I didn't ask, but this is also the library too. So, library and school all in one. But I'm assuming that, I don't know how they teach, like, different ages. So, I guess they just give different work stuff to the kids. But yeah, so this is the one and only school. Alright, well, this is pretty exciting and pretty cool. So, I'm sitting here, not dressed or anything, in pajamas, like just relaxing and stuff. And I get a message from the fire chief from the little fire department up here on this mountain. I'm not sure if he's the chief or not. I know he works at the fire department. His name is Kurt. Really nice guy. I met him and his wife. So I guess there was a fire right above us on these mountains, and it burned 4.5 acres. So fire department from whatever town is off this, well, fire departments, whatever, is off this mountain, and the towns off the mountain, they all came up and so on forth. And he was trying to get in touch with me earlier so I could come up there when the fire was still a little active, meaning when they had it almost out. So, but yeah, he was getting in touch with me because, you know, I went and introduced myself to everybody in the town, including the people at the fire department and stuff, when I got here, and gave them all stickers and cards and stuff, and told them I was going to film the town and the area. And so he thought that it would be a cool video for me to film and make. Oh goodness, trying to come off these mountains is difficult when it's a narrow one-way road. I thought I was gonna have to back up but the other vehicle is backing up, so that's good. So yeah, so he thought it would be cool if I go up there and film the fire. Like right now they're cleaning up. The fire is out, but they're up there cleaning the fire stuff up and everything, and all the fire people are still up there. And yeah, so right now I'm heading down to the fire department of this town. And this town is 26 miles up a mountain. You have to off-road to get to this town. It literally took me like over an hour to get up here. So they have a tiny little fire department. So I'm going there right now to go talk to the captain, so they can tell me exactly where the fire is, where the location is. It's gonna be pretty cool. Like, I mean, obviously I'm not happy that there was a fire just now. But it's gonna be pretty cool to go film it. So yeah, I don't know how the roads are getting up to where the fire is. I mean, I guess if fire trucks made it up there, I guess my Jeep can make it up there. But, you know, I take it easy in my Jeep now. Great, another card coming. And gotta back up. So, let's try going this way. These little narrow roads. You can come on. Okay. All right. It's okay. There's another. We're trying to figure out who was gonna wait for the other to go around. I waited. So yeah, so I don't know how bad the roads are to get up there, because these are some pretty tough roads back here, and I take it easy in my Jeep. Though my Jeep is capable to rock crawl and do all that good stuff, because that's what she was originally built out for, was rock crawling. But it's my home, so I don't want to break anything on the Jeep. So we're gonna see how bad the roads are, and if I will even make it up there. Crown King was such an awesome little town, and to see that it is still thriving way up in those mountains was amazing. Everyone in the town that I met was so welcoming and nice. Each building in the town has a lot of history to them. The Crown King Saloon is the most popular destination on the mountain. The walls are covered with historic pictures of Crown King, so you get a little feel for what it was like when the mines were in operation. The saloon also used to have a brothel upstairs. Behind the saloon is MJ's Cafe. They have some delicious burgers and milkshakes here, and a lot of locals come here. The saloon and the cafe both had awesome people there that I met, between the owners, managers, and the locals. The general store in Crown King was established in 1904 and served as the hub of the town and post office. It is the only place on the mountain to get gas with one gas pump. And they have amazing fudge at the general store, which they are known for. There's also the little farmer's market, which has multiple different items and some grocery items. It's always a hit and miss when you visit small towns like this, especially small towns that are so secluded. You never know how welcoming the locals will be. I assume they live in these small, secluded towns to be away from the big cities and all the people. But all the locals that I met the whole week that I was in Crown King were some of the most down-to-earth people. I feel like I have been friends with them for years, talking to them. I can't wait to come back to visit this town again.